Hey y'all, welcome back. We got unalived in the last episode. How crazy, right? Right. I have been doing Ruthie no justice, but I went ahead and sped through the last part again. Kind of accidentally left out a couple of details. It was just a choice of whether we should be honest with the Bjorn we thought it was or lie to him. And instead of me being honest with him like I did in the last episode, I decided to kind of not tell him the truth. So we're going to continue from there. The visage of Bjorn melts like wax to reveal a shadow in the shape of a man. I believe your previous instructor had a test planned out for you. Some mock combat, I presume, says the shadow in a voice that sounds like slithering snakes. I find students to be far more motivated by real combat. What did you do with Bjorn? Who are you? You yell. The shadow man points toward the corner of the room. Wisps of shadow seep out from the walls and coalesce into a single shape. The light in the room seems to bend it. The shape blurs for a moment, then becomes crystal clear. A gigantic spider. Oh, dear Lord. Not for us, y'all. You stammer. Oh, he is not so bad. Spiders make such beautiful webs. Okay, you know what? I feel that, but I'm still terrified of spiders. Maybe he will summon something else, you think. The Shadow Man laughs. You lie. Tell me where the idol is. It's in the dining cabinet, in a ventilation duct, you say. Another lie, no doubt, he says. I'll let you answer again after you have some more time for reflection. The shadow points at you, and the spider scuttles a few feet toward you. It stops for a moment, as though sizing you up. Can I wake up? You wonder. Wake up! Wake up! You scream in your head. There's a slight blurring on the edge of your vision, but it quickly snaps back into focus. Locked inside this world. This is not working. The spider continues its advance, faster now. Just as you're deciding what to do, the spider disappears. The only thing more dangerous than a colossal spider is one you cannot see, says the slithering voice, and the shadow man disappears. There's the thump thump of the spider's spear tipped legs as they dig into the floor. The carpet rifts up as it moves toward you. You only have a moment to decide what to do. You could play hide and seek with the spider and turn yourself invisible. Another option would be attempt to shoot forth a fan of fire. Alternatively, you could try to blast a hole in the spider using the concentration push spell that Lavinia recently taught you. And then there's your new strength spell. Perhaps you can grapple with the monster and hurl it into a wall or something. We are probably gonna do the strength spell. Oh, woo! Oh, thank God we lived. All right, gang. Our life decreased by 4 points. Our mana decreased by 2 points, but our cool increased by 2 points, which is great. We didn't unalive this time, so kudos to us. You cast your strength spell and feel your muscles burn with power. You lunge forward, using the oncoming destruction of the carpet to estimate where it is. There's a terrible pain at your side. You don't know if it bit you or stabbed you with one of its sharp legs. You just hope that there's no venom involved. And then you feel the thing wrap its legs around you, pressing you into its hairy body. There's another pain in your shoulder. You punch it with all your great strength. You strike something squishy, and gore coats your knuckles and splatters the ceiling. The invisibility spell lifts from the spider and it lets go. You grab it by one of its legs, pull back, swing with all your might, and let go. The hairy monster whistles through the air and crashes against the wall, catering the plaster. The spider lands on its feet. Perhaps the thing is dazed because it just stands there, shaking. For a moment, you consider pressing your attack, but your supernatural strength has already left you. You run upstairs and down the hallway towards your bedroom. As you pass the balcony overlooking the living room, you see the spider scurrying toward the stairs. A shiver goes up your spine, and you pour on your speed. Now inside your room, you consider barricading the door, but realize that it will do you no good. The spider will figure out where you are, and you'll lose any hope of catching it by surprise. And a spider that big would bash through your door eventually. There's a heavy oak study table in your bedroom that, with the aid on or a strength spell, you could use it as a weapon. As the spider comes through the door, you could ram it with the table. Another option is to wait patiently next to your door for the beast to come to you and jump out to get surprised. Again, you will want your strength spell for that. Faintly, you hear the scrapple of the legs against wood. You estimate that it is coming up the stairs. You look around for a weapon. Your room is tidy, just as you left it in the beginning of summer. There is a good sized porcelain lamp. Not great, but better than nothing. It's too bad your dad's samurai sword isn't in this room anymore. You snuck it up here several weeks ago while your father was at work to examine it, but then returned it to your father's room. You can't get it now. The spider has you cut off. Perhaps you can imagine that older version of your room, the version with the sword. It strikes you as risky. You only have a few seconds. Perhaps not the best time for a daydream. Finally, there is the option of using the focus push spell that Lavinia taught you to blow a hole in the spider. Perhaps if you got it to the far end of your bedroom, you'd have room to take proper aim. What do you do? We are going to use the focus push spell. You hurry over to the far end of your bedroom to maximize the distance between yourself and the bedroom door. Clap, clap, clap. The spider legs are coming closer. You summon the power and you hold it. The massive, hairy creature fills the doorway, then squeezes into the room. It focuses as many eyes on you. It begins to charge. Do you wait for it to get closer before firing, or you fire right away? If you wait, you will have a better chance of getting a good hit, but it will be right on you. What do you do? Oh dear God. We're gonna wait. All right, gang. Our life decreased by 3 points. Our mana only decreased by 2 points, but our cool points is at a cool 30, which is fantastic. I am loving that for us. You haven't been using this spell for long, and you can't expect your aim to be very good. Better than making a point blank shot. You wait. As it springs into the air, its horrible fangs outstretched, you release the spell. Whoosh. Two of its eyes are obliterated, as well as what you suppose is the side of its head. The massive monster smashes into you, driving you to the floor. The spear tipped legs scramble frantically, ripping into your side and leg. You scream in pain and terror. You thrash under its hairy bulk. The monster convulses one last time, then is still. With some effort, you squirm out from underneath the corpse. Oh God. We did it though. We made it alive. A deep roar of anguish shakes the floor, ceiling, and walls. Your house melts away to darkness. Take me home! Take me home, you scream, but cannot make a sound. There is only darkness. A sickly dread comes over you, like a hand of pursuit, pure evil closing around you. No, get back! You summon the magic and wrap yourself within it. Take control of it and will yourself home. Oh, gracious. We did it, y'all. We did it. When you wake up, you shoot up in a sitting position and pull in a deep, desperate breath. My goodness, Ruth, comes your uncle's voice. The cabin of the ship comes into focus. Uncle John and Lavinia stands nearby, concern etched on their faces. Are you all right, dear? Asked Lavinia. Can you speak? You can't speak, at least not for several long seconds. Finally, you're able to belt out words in between giant gulps of air. Like I was drowning. Evil. You're fine, Ruth. Just take steady, deep breaths. You're safe, says your uncle as he puts his arm around you. When your heart slows down to a dull hammer, you pull your tear wet face from your uncle's shoulder. What's my favorite fish? You ask. What? Your uncle looks at you like you're mad. What fish did I like to watch when I What fish did I like to watch the most when I was little? You demanded. What? You mean in the aquarium I used to have? He asked. Yes, you say. Ruth, I. Just tell me, you say. Rocco, the rockfish, answers Uncle John. You said he was very patient and cute. You'd watch him lying on the bottom of the aquarium for hours. You smile at your uncle. It really is you, he chuckles. Of course it's me. Ruth, what is this nonsense, Lavinia? What happened in the training? Well, I was almost unalive for starters, you say. There was my tutor, and he taught me some things. But then he got replaced by someone or something that looked like him. It wanted to know where the idol was. And when I went and told him, he sent a giant spider after me. Well, I. Maybe you should start at the beginning, dear, says Lavinia. How could this happen, says Uncle John to Lavinia when you finish telling your story. Someone tunneled in with Ruth and that Bjorn Ironside fellow, says Lavinia. Someone who seeks the idol. And someone with strong magic, says Uncle John. Probably nearby or using a proxy or a scaring bar. His voice shows off in thought. Tunneled? What's that, you ask? Projecting into other worlds can be unpredictable at times, says Lavinia. Your uncle and I used the ritual that should have attracted a benevolent spirit to you. However, if someone with will intentions was listening, they may have been able to also find you. Could have used a banishment spell to push your tutor out of the way and took his place, says Uncle John. You didn't fall for it, though, he grins at you. Clever young lady, tough too. Someone taught me a lesson about questioning what I see. You managed to smile at Lavinia. That leaves the question of who this is, says Lavinia, or what it is. One of the agents of Reshketh, you ask? That would be logical, says Lavinia. Reshketh knows we have the idol and certainly wants it back. He already sent his children for it. I expect that our enemy is aboard the ship, says Uncle John. Physical proximity is important for a spellcraft like this. And I bet you it's that damn Dr. Litchfield, y'all. Dr. Litchfield! Yes, Ruth, thank you, girl, you say. He's been taking an interest in us since we boarded. Yep. Now don't jump to conclusions, dear, says Lavinia. There are a lot of people aboard this ship. Any one of them could have been a practitioner of magic, and I can usually smell dark magic. Litchfield is strange, as academics often are, but I sat next to him at dinner and never sensed magic. Anyone capable of tunneling into another witch's summoning spell would be detectable. Maybe someone capable of tunneling could also mask their identity, you say. Oop! Please, have you never heard of a cum razor? Asked Lavinia. The answer requiring the fewest assumptions is usually correct, or the way I put it, the simplest explanation is the best to start with. By that reasoning, it could be Bill Moretti, you say. He was the last one we know of to see Thomas before he got hit over the head and locked up. Grasping at straws, says Lavinia. Or the head of security, you say. He could have been covering up the disappearances. We don't even know if the disappearances have anything to do with this, says Uncle John. Or Litchfield's cat, you say. Oh, I forgot about the cat, y'all. That I forgot about the cat. Litchfield's cat, Lavinia asked incredulously. What cat? I've never seen a cat, says Uncle John. He keeps him, Mr. Whiskers, in his cabin, I suppose. It's not like the doctor can bring Mr. Whiskers to dinner, you ask. You say. Anyway, he has a cat, and certainly a powerful spellcaster could change form, you say. It is possible, but what did I say about a Cam's razor? Says Lavinia. In any case, we must be vigilant, says Uncle John. I'd wager that whoever is behind this will make a move for the idol again before we arrive in Liverpool tomorrow. We're locked in our cabins for now, you say. But as you say, our enemy will make their move. We need no reason. Oh, we need to reason out who it is. Lavinia nods. Well, Ruth, what's your best guess? You met him or her or it. Perhaps you're the best person to answer the question. I think it's Litchfield's cat. I know two things about this being. It is powerful and it enjoys deception, you say. We know it is powerful because it was able to tunnel into my training world and take the place of my tutor. I know that it employs deception because it tried to trick me into revealing what I knew about the idol, which leads you to, Lavinia says, the cat, you say. The cat again? Lavinia throws up her arms. Consider this, you say. Mr. Litchfield has taken an interest in us since we boarded. He's been trying to get close to us, to learn about us. And I detect no magic power, Lavinia says. Precisely. But you have never been near his cat. The cat is disguised. The cat is the disguise used by the warlock or monster or whatever it is. That thing and Litchfield are working together. Your uncle is suppressing a smile. This is almost comical, Ruth. I half expect you to tell me a joke. A man and a cat walk into a bar. Litchfield took something of mine, a bobby pin for his cat. Ooh, you're right. He took something of yours? Asked Lavinia, leaning forward. You nod. Personal items are a common component in spells, says Uncle John. When you target someone with a spell, it is often helpful to have a personal item of theirs. He said it was to fix his cat, to fix the collar. I think it was indeed for his cat, but not for his collar. It was meant for casting a spell on me. The cat is the spellcaster, and Litchfield is its, I don't know, maybe the thing's assistant, you say? Your uncle smiles, chuckles. Oh, I'm sorry, Ruth. I don't mean to laugh, especially after what you've been through. I just find myself imagining this cat with his little paws casting a spell. Maybe I have been at sea too long. If it is true, and I'm not saying it is, then the cat is just the caster's disguise form. It would transform back. I know, Uncle John interrupts her. I just enjoy imagining the cat doing it. Lavinia twists her hair bun as she stares thoughtfully to the floor. Very well, Ruth. We should consider your theory. Whether the cat is involved or not, I think Dr. Litchfield is certainly a viable suspect. We need to keep an eye on him. In any case, we must not become too focused on Dr. Litchfield and his animal conveyance, says Lavinia. On a ship of 1,500, I still say the odds are somewhere else. Or it is someone else. And we can't become blind to that. Oh, yeah, you're right. Agreed, says Uncle John. I presume our enemy is exhausted from his sentence trails off. The spell meant to unalive me? You ask? Yes, I was going to say question you, but I think some harm was intended at some point, says Uncle John. Yes, such a spell would be very taxing on even a powerful spellcaster, says Lavinia. Hopefully, that will buy us some time. With shaky legs, you walk over to where Thomas is laying in bed. Behind closed lids, his eyes are shifting rapidly. You put a hand to his forehead. His fever is gone. Thomas opened his eyes wide. They are rising. The unaled is rising. Wow. So we survived, and I am so confused. This was the end of this series. Um I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was great. 10 out of 10. I'm not sure if we're going to have any more of these games cuz I just can't seem to find them. But wow. What a crazy series. What a crazy time to have. I hope everyone has a great day. We will try to find another game that is YouTube friendly or that I can edit to be YouTube friendly. Until next time, Adwa. Have a wonderful day.